Let's go. It's your back, they keep passing. It they bring out the best thing. I they feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I they feel you die.
What's up, people? We got another episode of Awesome Entertainment. We're reacting to this news about Paramount and the Warner Brothers deal. Looks like $71 billion will be coming from Arab countries, which is crazy. Got the president involved. Let's go watch the John Campea show. We're gonna see what they got to say about it.
Warner Brothers set a November 20th deadline. That's 2 days from now for first non-binding bids. That means, what it simply means as a non-binding bid is if you put in a bid, like say of $50 billion, we're not going to hold you to that first bid. That just gives us an idea where you're at. Now, later on,
I'm holding you to the
they have
$50
another
billion.
date for binding.
I'm going to hold you to it.
If you put in a bid, you're legally obligated to come through on it
if
Warner Brothers accepts your bid. But
$50
these
billion.
first rounds of bids are due in 2 days. And remember when Paramount...
I be thinking like, man, I don't want to go to the movies and spend $50. They about to buy the movie company for $50 billion. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Was getting ready to bid. I believe
the
stock value and the market value of their bid was about 30-ish, maybe low 40 billions of dollars. Well, guess what? According to a new report and story out of Variety, that bid is now going to be $71
That's his sound, not my sound.
Dollars. And they got a little help from a bunch of Arab nations. The Variety article says David Ellison's Paramount Skydance is
his sound is doubling the voice. It ain't me.
In the Middle East to help him back his offer to acquire Warner Bros. Discovery in its entirety. Paramount Skydance has formed an investment consortium. Now, this is key. We're going to explain why.
What the hell is a consortium? I got to Google that.
Consortium with the sovereign wealth funds of Qatar, Abu Dhabi, and Saudi Arabia to submit a bid for Warner Brothers Discovery, sources told Variety. The bid is being largely backed by the Ellison family, which owns 100% controlling vote.
Yo, if they buy, if y'all be watching the movies where I be watching the movies, I be feeling like they're a little racist because they always love to kill off the minorities and stuff in that one. I guess they minorities in America, but I think they're going to change up the movies, man. Y'all ain't going to be able to cast them as the bad guys and stuff no more.
Paramount Skydance. With involvement from 3 Arab countries, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, Qatar Investment, and Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. And the sources said, in addition, Gary Cardinal's Redbird Capital is backing the bid. Now, according to the story, each of those 3 nations are going to be putting up $7 billion each.
Woo!
That equates to obviously $21 billion, whereas the Ellisons...
Imagine asking the homies, you got $7 billion you gonna throw in on this? You got $7 billion you gonna throw in on this movie thing? What, man, y'all better cook.
Paramount will put up the equivalent of $50 billion. Now, the Ellisons will be the managing partners of the investment consortium.
That's
what
crazy.
That basically means is, if they do win the bid to buy Warner Brothers, the Ellisons and Paramount...
I feel like Warner Brothers is something that should be like, if you own that, how do you give it up? Like, even, $71 billion will give it up. But I'm just saying, like, that's the creative, like, you should be able to make movies for your life, your kids' life, your grandkids' life. You got you got DC, you got Harry Potter, you got so much stuff. Like, the fact that it's for sale, stuff like that. I don't understand how it ends up for sale because
are 100%
y'all want to just make a bad movie, just make good movies. Just do that. How about that?
But they'll be the ones who be in full investment mode. I cannot help but wonder. I said this to Rob off air.
I want to know what the movie going to be like.
I can't even imagine
when Saudi Arabia buys
what
Warner
the
Brothers.
right-wing media narrative would be right now if Joe Biden was still president and allowing Arab nations to buy control of a media company. It would be crazy. Listen, I don't care. Money's
that
money.
was founded by Jews. The Warner Brothers, Jewish immigrants 100 years ago.
Boy, got the facts on you.
I'm not trying to pretend like there's
stay with them facts.
I'm just saying I think that would have been hilarious.
Rob Burnett, my favorite guy. He's cool.
Yeah, I think we're in the alternate dimension. That's the sad part.
That being all said, though, this is a huge escalation.
You think? $71 billion, that's it?
in what started off about, I think it was a $23 a share bid, which was going to roughly equate to about high 30s, low 40 billion.
That's crazy.
And this is now becoming very reminiscent.
They just bidding up
Fox and 20th
whoever
Century.
wants to buy it.
Because initially they wanted to pay $35 billion for it.
Look, we can't let you pay $35 billion for it and start making monies and crush Marvel. We're gonna have to throw in a bid. You know what I'm saying? To raise the price. It's just strategy. They ain't buying nothing from
Fox
y'all.
And 20th Century said,
we're gonna raise that mug up to $100 billion and then back out.
And said, wait a minute, we want to put in a bid too, and it forced Disney.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
To get Fox. And as soon as Paramount made that bid, man, I said on this show, I said, once other bidders start coming around, you're going to see that they're like the Ellisons are trying to close this right away.
Yeah.
As other bidders come in, they're going to have to spend a hell of a lot more.
That shit got to hurt, bro.
And still, I don't think a lot of people saw the $71 billion thing coming up. Remember, I got told by somebody in Paramount, this is weeks ago, that make no mistake, the Ellisons are, the quote given to me was hell-bent on getting Warner Brothers, bringing in other investment, making a bid of $71 billion.
The thing is, like, when I spend anything over like $80 online, say I'm in my cart and it's like $80, I'll leave it in the cart for about 3 days. Like, I don't even like to spend that much money immediately. I couldn't imagine $7 billion. Someone asked me to throw in $7 billion, and I gotta work with y'all and make sure y'all get it straight. If I was paying for it, I want full control of everything. I don't know if I'd be a good business partner because I don't trust people, and then I'll be over there trying to micromanage, and they won't be out of there. Like, $71 billion, that's an investment, motherfucker. God
Rob,
damn.
Comcast Universal has that kind of money. Netflix has that kind of money.
Netflix should buy
Apple
that shit.
Clearly has that kind of money. But I don't know if to Comcast, to Netflix, or to Apple is worth $71 billion. Paramount may have just jumped into an insurmountable lead at this point. Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. You know, guys, as the days start to get shorter and it starts getting dark before you've even had dinner, this time of year can feel a little heavier than usual.
Especially if you broke.
You know, a guy like Larry Ellison has ulterior motives to want to control all of this. His data centers.
That nigga look like he was born rich.
Going into the rest of the 21st century,
he was born with billions.
Wield a great deal of power across many different media platforms, and as we move into new media, AI, all of those things, they're going to control the means of production and distribution in a way that we've never seen before.
I be wondering what do dudes like this hoop like? Like, can he hoop? What's his level of athleticism? Born a billionaire, just been. I'm guessing that's his daddy because they look alike, so they probably got a $1 billion company. What do you hoop like? Can you shoot?
So I understand why
can you Euro
so interested in doing this, and imagine the kind of
this don't matter when you got money.
Control and the reach that they're going to have. I mean, we've never seen anything quite like it. If they get it, which it looks like they probably will. I would worry though about who you get in bed with and who you're taking money from.
Hey,
you know, what does that money cost?
Who are you getting in bed with?
And I would be curious to see, do they get first money out? Can you get the Saudis and the Qataris and Abu Dhabi? Can you get them out quick?
Look, Saudis are not getting in to get out. They trying to get it off. They see y'all making billions off that shit, and they're like, man, fuck all that. We got more money than y'all. Let's buy y'all stuff. They ain't trying to get in and then get out, so they ain't going to let that happen. Once they in, they in.
Or are they going to demand to stay into these media companies and have some kind of a say? Are they going to have that money? I don't know. But
have that if they're saying, but Rob, this story just broke about 20 minutes before we started the show.
Right.
But there's already an update. Already an update. Variety has just updated their story, and it's saying this. Paramount Skydance has denied the Variety report that the company was forming an investment consortium with the sovereign wealth funds of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. The information Variety published is categorically inaccurate. I don't know if I believe them, but is categorically inaccurate, a rep from Paramount Skydance said in a statement. This is a confidential process, which we respect, and as such, we will not be commenting until the process is over.
Man, that's cap. Y'all know y'all just don't want the backlash from dealing with these Arab nations, man. That's all it is. They don't want the backlash. You need that money. I need that $7 billion from you.
Is not incorrect. There might be some detail. There might be some small detail
is incorrect
in the matter in the thing. But the thing is, Variety is not Gus's gas station movie reviews.fart, right? They don't just pick up on a rumor and run with it. They get 2, 3, 4 different independent sources to confirm something before they report something. And this is very specific. But I just find it very interesting that in their denial, they did not say, oh, no, we're not looking for investment of the Saudis. But I just thought, since we are talking about it, I just thought I should throw it out there that Paramount has officially said that the report isn't true, although they didn't deny that they're working with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. Anyway, that's just something else to keep in mind as we're talking about this whole thing. Sorry about that, Rob. I had to cut in there.
No, and the Crown Prince is right here talking to Trump now. So, you got Qataris running our universities, people giving us airplanes. You never know. I don't think it's inaccurate. I think that, look, they have to do this because they're going to shore up. Larry Ellison, like you said, is hell-bent on acquiring Warner Brothers. He's not going to let anybody trump his bid. And I think he's willing to do whatever it takes.
How much money he got?
He knows
$71 billion.
Universal can outbid what they could muster. So he's gone to look. If he wants to do it,
and he look like Tony Stark.
Lots of money. So it's not.
He looked like an old Tony Stark.
Is it good for us? I don't know. I can't say. But look, it's. I just think at the end of the day, it's another example of how the business is consolidating, and I don't think that's ever a good thing. When you lose one more buyer, a little bit
of
somebody that can decide
bad,
to make
but
a
too much
diverse
is
slate of
obviously.
movies. I mean,
we
regardless,
the
they might give Warner Brothers its
all the time to spread out.
There's still somebody overseeing. We've seen it happen. Oh, if you do a story on this person or that person, we're not going to let you. And it's concerning. And I hope that Warner Brothers, look, we as movie fans, I want to see Warner Brothers. It's doing well. It's got a great management team there. They're doing some great stuff. They're having a great year, and I'd love to see them continue. And hopefully, whatever happens.
I got a question. I don't know if this question is racist. It may make me racist. But if the Saudis buy Warner Brothers, are the women going to be covered up, or are they going to be sexy? Like, are they going to be showing cleavage and midriffs, or are they going to be covered up and, respectable? Because I want them sexy. That's what we want. But I don't know. Y'all let me know, because I don't know how things
do
work.
that. Because at the end of the day, it's movies and TV, it's entertainment, but it's also news and other things. So I hope it all works out, John.
Yeah, again, just want to remind everyone.
He doesn't look like he's too convinced. Hey, look, that's a lot of money. They didn't really talk about the main part, so I'm going to look for another video that wants to talk about the main aspect. They're saying the Snyderverse might be back, man. So either way, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, and check for the next video, because I'm going to find the one about the Snyderverse. Now.
Don't play with my patience, man, they gone with the flow when they trying to fake it. That's not the way I roll, that's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations, man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see. They say this life's a trip, ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's time.